Hello and welcome to Boomstick Gaming. The developers of KurtzPel, Bringer of Chaos, reached out to me to showcase their brand new class in the game, which is exactly what I'll be doing here today. So this is a sponsored video thanks to KOG Games, just keep that in mind. If you prefer to simply give KurtzPel a try for yourself so you can form your own opinion, it's free, has a healthy mix of PVE and PVP modes, and a link to the Steam page can be found in the video description as well as in my pinned comment down below. Now let's get to the new Karma class added in the most recent Ethica update, which adds the first healer/support class to the game called the Sacred Guardian, who wields a gigantic hammer and is not to be trifled with. Before diving into the main activatable skills for the Sacred Guardian, let's take a look at some of the basic combos for this class because honestly it has a pretty cool overall moveset. Although not the fastest attacking character, the basic strikes have a really nice weight and impact to them, making the hammer a really satisfying new weapon type. The chain swing is a personal favorite, even though it might sacrifice flash for leaving you wide open for the duration, but as someone who always finds multi-hit attacks oddly therapeutic, I often find myself going for this attack just for the fun of it. The charge attack can be held up to 4 levels, and the more you charge it, the faster you move while priming it. You can go for a full charged up attack or cancel out straight into the aerial spinning attack depending on the situation. This can be risky to hold for too long because you might find it to leave you exhausted after it concludes, and it's also a dead giveaway when you're charging it up. The high jump can be performed during a rush, which can be used to play mind games in PvP to throw off attackers, or used offensively with its downward slam attack. Now that was just the raw basics of the Sacred Guardian, but now the real fun begins as we jump over to the activatable Karma skills for this class. First off, we have Sanctuary, which allows you to place down a support AoE that heals over time. Next, we have Holy Cross, which calls down an AoE hammer to snare and inflict damage over time. Crusade allows you to quickly rush down enemies as you drag them along, inflicting stun at the end. Hammer Smash inflicts decent damage all around you and slightly pulls in helpless victims. Gigantic Swing has a slow windup, but if you manage to launch the enemy into a wall, they will be left briefly stunned. Holy Armor places down a protective field that increases your defense and also blocks incoming projectiles. Jumping over to the Sacred Guardian's ultimate attacks, we have Faith, which gives you a healing aura, automatically reviving downed allies, and even deals damage to anything around you, making it a quite effective multi-use skill. Next, the ultimate hammer smashes down a gigantic area of effect blast that deals continuous damage then after, which is just as satisfying as it sounds. Although the Sacred Guardian is being heralded as a healer, as you can tell, it's still an incredibly offensive class that will likely shift much of the meta in KurtzPel going forward. And that was my fundamental overview of the new Sacred Guardian class in KurtzPel, and like I mentioned before, if any of this looks like the type of thing you might enjoy, you can download and play KurtzPel for free, and a link to download can be found in the video description as well as in my pinned comment down below. If you happen to enjoy my straightforward approach to gaming coverage, consider subscribing for more, ringing that little bell icon if you already are, and you can also find me on Twitter at BoomstickAlex. A special mention to these top YouTube members and patrons who greatly help to support this individually owned and operated channel. As always, this has been Alex from Boomstick Gaming, and a thanks to KOG Games for sponsoring this video and to you for giving this a watch.